Did you know that Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm has a podcast and that we go live every week with a lineup of shows on BND TV? Head over to our YouTube channel today and subscribe for the latest in real estate, entertainment, education, and information. Here's what you missed last week.
Told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Wine on Saturday, wine on Sunday. But Coach told me I can never miss a Monday.
Let's see what we have for question number 1, Coach Mike.
Let's go.
Coach Mike, what are the benefits of attending real estate networking events? What should agents walk away with from networking events?
So what are the benefits of attending real estate networking events as opposed to networking events, period, I guess. So, and I understand what they're asking, Rick. They're asking, what benefit do I get out of going into a room or into an event where everybody there is licensed, right?
Right.
If everybody there is licensed, like what value is there in me building relationships with someone that can do exactly what I do, right? Well, for a minute, it took me a while, Rick. When I first got into this business, I used to believe I didn't quite understand that sentiment either. To where, how could there be value in associating myself with someone that has the same impact or the same access that I have, right? So that's a right now question. We knew it, right?
Right.
Here's the reality, Rick. Not everybody wants to drive all over the city. Did you know that? Not everybody is willing to go from Katy to the Woodlands to Sugarland to Humble. Mm-hmm. Some people, they like to help in their area. They like to be the local expert. They like to make sure that they focus in this particular place. So that means when they get somebody that's outside of their place, Rick, what they gonna do?
Referral.
They gonna refer it, right? And I'm not talking about in different states. Right, I'm not talking about in different counties. There's people right in the Metroplex that there's a particular radius that they go to. It helps them be focused. It helps them really strengthen their niche. So there's opportunity there. All right, here's another one, Rick. Not everybody is a general practitioner of real estate. Some people just focus on commercial. Some people just focus on residential. Some people just do apartment locating, right? So again, there's opportunity. By having a real estate license, you have the ability to do a number of things in real estate.
Exactly.
Right? So the belief that I had to adjust, Rick, was the thought that just because somebody had a license, there was no opportunity for us to transact or make money from the relationship. All right. So that's one. Second one, Rick, is listen. People know things. You don't know everything. Right? There are some people that are licensed. Even if y'all are, y'all have the same capabilities, y'all do the same kind of business. But they have access to information that you don't have access to. And vice versa. You have access to information that they don't have access to. Rick, it reminds me of just today I had a conference call with representatives from the Houston Association of Realtors, right? Representatives from the Houston Black Real Estate Association. So everybody on their licensed, right? We're having a meeting today about putting on a webinar that we're going to be doing in April for Fair Housing Month. Here's my point, Rick. I made them aware of a program that Harris County is doing they didn't know about.
Right.
They didn't know about it. Now, is that taking money out of my pocket, making them aware of a program? No. Because they got their clients, right? By me making them aware of a program that now maybe they can use for their client to help them make money, that's not taking money out of my pocket, Rick, right? Now, let me tell you what it is doing. It's allowing me to create some goodwill. So now the shoe could end up on the other foot and there's some information that I may need to know that would be good for me to find out, that I can utilize my sphere of influence, my book of business, my database. So those are just two of the benefits of networking with real estate professionals, going to networking events. You're going to meet individuals that you can refer business back and forth within real estate. And you're also going to get exposed and made aware of information that you may not be privy to. I mean, it is very valuable to spend your time doing those things, Rick.
You know, I agree.
Welcome to the Realtor Life Podcast, a part of BND TV's weekly lineup of shows. I am your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, Realtor Plus Business Coach. We have another phenomenal guest for you today. But before we bring them on, I want to remind you that we are streaming live on the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Facebook page and Success in Real Estate YouTube channel. So if you are checking us out live, we invite you to come on into the chat, ask your questions, and just take part in the show. Now, if you have a real estate need, like looking to buy a house, maybe looking to put your house on the market for sale, or you considering getting your real estate license. We're getting a lot of individuals that are interested in getting their real estate license. That may be you. Maybe you're considering getting your real estate license, or you're already licensed, you're with a broker, you're considering making a change. We got a very special message just for you. So we want to invite you to stay on, learn more about what we offer at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. All right, so without further ado, I want to bring to the stage a good friend of mine. We actually went to school together, but he's come out. He's doing very big things. He's an attorney. He's a fee agent with Fidelity National Title, and he's doing a number of projects here in the city and beyond. You're going to love his story. So put your seatbelts on as I bring to the table Mr. Rodney Jones. Rodney, how you doing?
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. So look, was that introduction that was good enough for you?
That was good, man. That was a Steve Harvey introduction, man. Bring me to the stage. Yeah, that was good, brother.
Hey, look, I had to make sure that I didn't embarrass myself. So I practiced in the mirror in the bathroom before we came.
You did good, man. You nailed it.
But Rodney, man, look, the reason that I created this platform, the Realtor Life Podcast, was, my 19 years of being in real estate, I feel that as real estate professionals, we had been appreciated, right? Our customers, our colleagues, sometimes even our clients, they put us in a box, right? Not realizing that we're people with passions, people with many layers. So I wanted to create a platform where real estate professionals like yourself could come on and showcase the many passions that they have, in addition to being in real estate. So that's what this is all about. I am a certified business and realtor coach, so we may get into some coaching as well, whatever satisfies the audience. But that's what it's all about. Before we get started, Rodney, man, I know when they hear your story, they're going to want to connect with you. Where can they find you on social media?
All of my social media is LinkedIn. It's all at Call Rodney Jones. So on Instagram, it's at Call Rodney Jones. Facebook's, I think you guys had it misspelled on there. I think it's Jones. But Call Rodney Jones on Instagram, Call Rodney Jones on Facebook. We are actually, man, my team is revamping, so we'll be doing a YouTube as well as TikTok and the whole 9 yards, but it's all under Call Rodney Jones.
Oh, you getting into the whole social media atmosphere, huh?
Man, I got to have a team around me, man. I work so hard. So it's hard for me to get on there and really post like that, man. But I got a great team around me that's making me do the TikTok videos and the teaching videos and all that stuff. So it's a new space, but I'm excited about it.
Well, look, it's good to have a strong team, man. You got to appreciate that team. We were talking about that, off the air, man. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
It's important.
So look, I always start my guests out with the same question. So I'm gonna do that with you as well.
All right.
What are some hobbies or things that you and your family are a part of?
Man, so I got 2 kids, man. Amazing ages. My daughter is 12. My son is 8. My daughter is she's a performer, man. She's been a natural performer since birth almost. And it's so funny. I actually was got one of the awards over at the DMARS event a couple of weeks ago. And she got up, appreciate that, man. And so she got up and performed in front of that large audience, man, and sang. So I really cultivate her interest in music. My son is all football. So on Saturdays, I'm either out playing football with him or out helping coach his games. And then we're into all kind of arts, man. So I take them to plays. I try to get them exposed to as much as possible. We went to that high rodeo carnival this weekend. I didn't remember every year that carnival gets more and more expensive. But man, I'm really big on pouring into the kids, man, just making sure that they are exposed to a lot. We travel a lot. And so it's a fun age at this point, man, just building lifelong memories. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely, man. Yeah, I remember a time, Rodney, I go to the carnival and it didn't cost for me to get in there, man.
Man,
I didn't have to pay for parking. You could park easy, man. I remember them days.
Right, you $200 in before you even walk through the gates now, man. So it's like, come on.
High commodity, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, no, that's awesome, man. So your daughter sings, right?
My daughter sings, performs.
She plays any instruments and things?
No instruments yet. I'm trying to get her to really tap into to the piano. She says she wants to take up guitar. So I'm gonna get her started on whatever instrument that she is interested in and kind of go from there. Yep.
Yeah. So now does she attend one of those performing arts? I guess she's in middle school.
She's still in middle school now. So matter of fact, she's kind of through the same pipeline that we came up. So she's at Lanier now, and then probably end up going to Lamar if not HSPVA.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's good to follow in the old man's steps, huh?
Hey, man. Hey, it's a proven track record. But whatever, I'm really big on like, hey, I can put this path together. And kind of show you the way. But, if you want to be creative and go your way, as long as you're doing the right thing, man, I'm going to encourage you and support you, man. I'm behind her.
Yeah. As long as she into it. It's similar to what I told my son with baseball. I'm like, hey, man, look, as long as you into it, I'm all in.
Exactly.
Right? But the moment you ain't into it no more, hey, let me know. We can pivot.
We can pivot. Absolutely. And that's the same thing with my kids, too. But my biggest thing is once you start something, you can't quit. Right. Mm-hmm. If you're in the middle of the season, ain't no quitting. If you say you're going to commit to do something, you're going to be there to do it and show up for it. Right now, if the next year you want to pivot and play a different sport or you want to go do something else, that's fine. But at least you said you did it. But we don't quit over here.
Hey, man, that's a great word, brother. That's a great word. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your son and the football. Like, how did that journey begin? You said he's 8, right?
He's 8. So funny thing about that, man, is I would take him out when he was about 5, 6 years old, man. And I put him in just different little sports and took him to basketball camps with the Rockets. And, I asked him, how'd you like that? Dad, I hate it. I took him to sports. I took him to soccer, and he played for a little bit. And the next thing you know, he's off chasing butterflies. So, I said, you know what, my son, he was into like karate and stuff like that. So I said, he's not going to be into sports. And my daughter in love is a cheerleader over at Lamar. So I took them to a football game at Lamar. And he just got caught. He just got hit by the bug, man. And ever since then, literally, he slept with a football in his hand. And all he talks about is football. So I'm trying to, spread him out, start doing some baseball and, less dangerous sports. But, man, he's all football. So I'm pushing behind him 100%. He's like, that's how I was. All I wanted was football.
Wow.
Yeah.
So so is there any particular position that he plays?
At this age, he's doing the flag football with I-9. So the good thing about that, they kind of just learn the concept of the game. They play every position. So some downs he's quarterback, some downs he's a receiver. Sometimes he's out there blocking. So, he really understands the concept of the game. He likes the running back and wide receiver position. But we'll see.
Yeah. You got to see how that body respond as he begins to mature.
Yeah,
dictate.
And he's really pushing to get in the tackle, man. He's begging me to get in the tackle, and I'm like, man, you got time for that. You got time for that. Let's just get the footwork and all that stuff down first, and we're not gonna put the wear on your body too early.
That is phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
So spending a lot of time with the kids with sports and the arts and things like that.
Yep.
What is there anything else that you're really kind of into? Maybe just, what's our real estate topic, Margaret?
Man, why did we choose real estate?
Okay, yeah.
Why did you choose real estate?
Well,
Real estate chose me, baby.
I didn't choose real estate.
Real estate chose me.
Yeah. I didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Plymouth Rock on me.
I got into it because my friend said it was a good idea. It wasn't even my idea.
Oh, that's my friend said that too. Charlotta.
Look at them friends.
Right.
But
What they doing now? Are the friends still doing real estate though?
Mine is a police officer for the Alvin ISD.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
We got you in that thing deep.
Yeah.
And look, he ain't even use me to buy his house.
What? Oh my God.
That's kind of weak.
Whoever you are, shame.
Wow. Why did you choose real estate, Laverne?
I had a coworker that we were both just kind of gonna do it at the same time. He started real estate back then, and he's way out north. And I'm like, when I got my license, I'm like, I can't go all the way out north. I don't live in Humboldt, Texas. So I'm like, I need to find my own broker for myself.
So I need to find my own footing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you, Keisha?
We bought our first house in November 2021.
Nice.
And it was a new construction build. So we just walked in the office. He's signed some paperwork. This guy called me every other month and he made a couple $1,000. I'm like, I need to get on that.
All right, so Keisha, you one of those. This was easy. I can do that. You want them?
Well, I thought so, but when I got into it, they're like, don't think it's easy. So I'm like, I know it's not easy, but I'm sticking with it. I want to go all the way. So
hey, look, Keisha, I was just about to say that. I'm like, girl, you about to get punched in your face.
No, I know it ain't easy. I tried selling like Avon's Mary Kay. I can't even sell that. So I'm gonna try my luck.
Real estate be giving you them one hit quitters, man. Like you walk in like, hi y'all, look at that. Welcome to the game.
Serious, man. Serious.
You got another one.
Shay.
Yeah.
What brought you into the industry, man?
It was the same type of thing. When I was in the process of buying a house, the realtor
ain't do nothing. That man ain't do nothing, made all that money.
Stop telling them people that. They know we be working hard. We work hard. We just make it look easy because we great real estate agents.
I just felt like I can do this too. That's all.
Yeah.
So Margaret says it doesn't seem like it's a career. I think it's about exposure, right? Like when I was in school, in high school, and all these career days, I ain't never had no realtor coming up.
No realtors.
Right.
I didn't even know that was an option.
But you knew they existed because people bought houses, but
I didn't even know they existed. When somebody said you should get in real estate, I was thinking like investing.
Yeah, that's what got me into it.
Yeah.
Investing. I was like, I want to be an investor, but I want to know the ins and outs of it. So you think that, let me get my license so I can skip over some stuff and I have to depend on, an agent to do this and do that. So that's really what drove me into it, and the fact that I lost my job. So I didn't have any choice, but I said, let me get to studying. I'm not putting my financial, security and all that just solely on the job and stuff like that. So I found my way into this, and it's just real estate so big that I've explored it in different aspects, from as a realtor to working with the firm as far as on staff and marketing and, training agents. So it's just like, it's so many possibilities. And even haven't even stepped really into investment besides buying my own home, which I could turn into an investment, but just like what I initially thought, I haven't even gotten there yet. So I'm just, it's so much to do and grow in, Yeah.
It's one of those things, it evolves, right? Like your career and your journey through real estate evolves.
That's why that core program is really good. It exposes people.
I agree, man. Shout out to the core program, our partnership with the University of Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll
I
Tide.
want to introduce our guest. He is not only a highly successful insurance broker, he is not only the owner of the KPA agency, but he is also a real estate and insurance and an investment expert that'll show you how to not only build your career in insurance, but how those that are shopping in the insurance sphere can add to their investment portfolio and set their family up for generational wealth. I want to thank him so much for sitting in with us this week. You've seen him before on the Prime Real Estate Network podcast, but I'd like to introduce for the second time, Mr. Kevin Odds. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Excited to be here.
Oh, man, I just love the skyline behind you, Kevin, man. That's outstanding, man. Thank you so much for sitting in. Last time we had you on the show, we had the pleasure of having you sit in the studio, so I want to thank you so much for tapping in with us from your home office, man. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to have you, and I've been looking so forward to this interview, so thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Now, for those that didn't see your first appearance, Mr. Odds, could you just introduce yourself, your company, and your business to our audience?
My name is Kevin Ars, CEO, owner of KP Agency. We're pretty much throughout the United States. We're a broker. We're affiliated with over 15 different insurance companies. So we're not a one-stop, just a one company. We can actually shop around if you have any kind of issues or anything like that towards life insurance. I mean, we're just experts at it. We do mortgage protection, we do final expense policies, we do term, we do permanent plans like IULs, annuities, whole life policy, and we actually now have a program that can actually help you eliminate your debt. That's right, eliminate your debt. So paying off these mortgages, instead of paying 30 years, you can actually own your home in 10 years and then build tax-free cash accumulation at the end of it. So not only will you be out of debt, but you have tax-free income with it.
The great thing about having you sit in with us today, Kevin, is that you, of all the people we've had the honor and pleasure of interviewing, were able to share with our audience a lot of wealth building secrets that a lot of those that are in the buying public may not have been aware of. And on today's episode, I want to give you the opportunity to double down and illustrate for our audience not only how they can generate wealth from an investment standpoint when it comes to insurance products, but how fruitful and bountiful it can be to be an insurance professional like yourself and build your own professional platform. So that's why I am so excited to have you sit in, because when I talk to members of our audience about what we're going to be discussing this week, this particular topic is something that's been really popular lately in the social media space, in the content creation space. So please, first thing, Kevin Odds, when you think about your career as an insurance broker and insurance agency owner, what has been the most fulfilling part of that journey? And how have you been surprised at how it has set you up to generate wealth for your family from that professional entrepreneurial standpoint as well?
Well, insurance, a lot of people do not like talking about life insurance because many people deal with it with death.
Right.
But most of America, I mean, it's close to over 60% of Americans, they don't have any life insurance. So what happens? You see those GoFundMe pages. You see families going to debt, just trying to pay for the funeral arrangements and things of that sort. So life insurance is something that it's a way that you can protect your family, make sure that they're taken care of, make sure they don't have that financial burden. So being an insurance, life insurance broker it's a way of my way of giving back, because it provides a service to families. Of course, they don't want to see me in person because usually that's not a good thing.
Right.
But they have that sense of mind that they know if something do happen to them, that their family will be protected.
So when you initially got involved from in the insurance space from a business owner, entrepreneurial standpoint, Did you have a professional mentor? And if so, what type of things did you see in that individual that motivated you to get involved in the space and to reach out to them for that type of guidance and information?
Well, I do have a mentor. His name is Darren Willis. He's located in Macon, Georgia. He still mentors me today. I pretty much, when I came into the business, coming from corporate America for so many years, I told him, I said, teach me like I know like I know nothing. I'm still to this day, I'm still a sponge. We pretty much, the way we kind of talk, he's an ex football player, so we kind of talk like in the realm of sports. So he's like, hey, just run the play. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just running the play. And then we bounce things off of each other, which is wonderful. So it's some things that I'm gearing towards more than he is. But he brought me into the business and told me that the sky's the limit. He tells me all the time, he's like, Kevin, I've taught you everything. There's nothing more I can teach you. And I say, yes, you can. I'm still learning. I'm still a student of this business. I never look at myself as that I know it all. Even when I'm speaking to my clients, I like to talk to them like I'm talking to my daughter. She's 14, so I tell all of my clients, we're family. I'm not a person that's here to sell you insurance. That's not my job. I tell anyone, I've never sold one insurance policy. Only thing that I do is educate you about various insurance policies. And it's up to you at the end of the day whether or not you feel that it's something